of like BLT sandwich, so I've got bacon, lettuce, tomato, of course, an egg, like an omelette. That's just basic omelette with a little bit of cream, some almond mayo. I ran out of lettuce, so one of the sandwiches, I think this one, has actually kale on one layer. Yeah. Anyway, some salt and vinegar crisps. And what else? A beer. Anyway, I can't wait to eat. I'm super starving. Let's eat. That's what I call an aggressive pour. Wow, the tomatoes also homegrown by my wife. Cheers. Pocket napkins, always handy.
What's your emergency?
There's a woman. There's a body.
A woman's body, sir?
She's here. But not all of her. Not all of her.
Calm down, sir. Can you tell me if the woman is breathing?
She has her tail. She has no face.
If my neighbors are watching right now, they're gonna think I'm crazy.
I'm Ingrid Mendoza, and you're in Killer Country. This week, we're diving into the bizarre death of Mirabel Diaz. Mirabel dreamed of becoming a Hollywood actress. But trapped in the small seaside town of Mystic Bay, Florida, her options were limited. She'd book an occasional used car commercial or a clown at a child's birthday party. But legitimate opportunities were few and far between. Eventually, however, Mirabelle found a path to acting in an unexpected place, Wild Tides Water Park. There, Mirabelle donned a long silver tail and a shimmering tube top. 5 days a week, rain or shine, she'd swim in a massive glass tank, smiling at tourists and posing for pictures. At Wild Tides, Mirabelle became Miss Mirabelle, the magic mermaid of Mystic Bay. Then, on August 24th, 2012, everything changed. Hurricane Braden tore through Mystic Bay, destroying 65 homes, 34 Shake Shacks, and leaving at least one person missing, Mirabelle Diaz. Frank Wild, the longtime owner of Wild Tides Water Park, was among the last to see her alive.
She was a pretty lady. Some say she had webbed feet. She never wanted to talk. Now, I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but she was a little cold. Snobby, you might say. When the hurricane was coming, I told her, hey, sweetie, you can stay with me. Because, you know, this place is a fortress. I got hurricane shutters, sandbags, the whole shebang. A bunker with a sauna, screening room, bowling alley. Yeah, regulation bowling alley, do you understand? Yeah, the real deal. Yeah, I told her. I got 2 months worth of beans. Yeah, all kinds of beans. Right? Black beans, kidney beans, pine-toe beans, lima beans, soybeans, jelly beans. Yeah, I was worried, you know, because she lived all by herself. I owned the building she lived in, and I knew it was, I knew she wouldn't have beans. But she told me she'd be okay on her own. Maybe if she just stayed at my place. You know, you wonder what might have been. But she said no, she didn't even like beans.
I spoke with Frank at his home over 3-bean salad. From where we sat on an expansive back patio festooned with marble statues of dolphins, women, and dolphin women, we could see the very top of Wild Tide's Megalodon Mega Twister. It's a massive water slide, just over 100 feet tall, that shoots park visitors into the waiting jaws of a fiberglass megalodon.
Please, this park employees half the damn town easily. We added that big slide, the friggin' orcas. It's a sight to see, especially the mermaids. And Mirabelle, well, she was the most popular one. You really just never think of something happening to a girl like that in a place like this. Well, except for that time when those kids got eaten during the alligator parade. Or the time the clowns went feral. Or that time when the old guy...
Behind us, something bumps. Hard. Against a glass wall.
don't mind her. That's Cannellini. Here, girl. Come here. Come on, sweet bean.
Frank Wild, heir to the Wild Bean Company fortune, is an avowed animal lover. His home, a concrete monolith rising from the steaming marsh, includes a massive glass pyramid teeming with all sorts of aquatic marvels, including, most notably, a 6-foot albino alligator named Cannellini. He also owns a narwhal, 7 dolphins, roughly 16 flamingos, 3 tigers, 7 pythons, a wild boar, and several ostriches. Most are named after beans. Frank goes on.
I used to have a whole mess of macaws, too. But every hurricane, more of them escaped. Sometimes I still see them flying over the house. I guess they wanted to be free. Yeah, whatever that means. Anyway, she was a nice girl. Sometimes. And it's a shame what happened.
Jessa Lynn Garcia, another mermaid at Wild Tides Water Park, remembers Mirabelle a bit differently.
She was just sweet as pie. She really was. And such a pretty little thing. For a brunette, except for the gills. She was always giving me real nice tips, about what to do with my clothes or my hair. She'd come up to me while we'd be putting our tails on and say something like, "Oh, Jessalyn, you would look so good as a blonde." Or, "Oh, Jessalyn, don't go to that Shake Shack on August 24th. I had a vision." And, she was always the second runner-up at pageants. Almost Miss Key Lime Pie. Almost the Orange Blossom Queen. Almost ambassador to Kazakhstan. People don't realize it, but it takes a lot of character to keep showing up after losing out over and over and over and over and over and over again. I'm proud of my titles. Always will be. I don't take the honor of being the Orange Blossom Queen 6 straight years in a row lightly, but, I admired Mirabelle, too. And she had a good heart. She'd volunteer all the time. She'd perform for the little old people down at the senior center. Sing that song from that mermaid movie, I'm in Your World, or whatever it's called. I don't know. My children only watch godly movies. But she'd sing that. She didn't have children, so maybe she didn't realize. Or a husband, which I also have. Oh, and she was a perfectionist. So she'd sing that same song over and over till she got it right. 20, 30 times. The old people would tell her she didn't have to, that she could stop at any time, but she was happy to do it. She was a natural performer.
Welcome
so
to
good.
today's guided
I was never
meditation
like
session.
that. I mean,
I'm so glad you're here.
Everyone's different. Some of
For
us
the
are
next
more
20
into
minutes,
the
I'll be guiding you
artistry of it all.
towards seeking peace
I'm
in
a
times
Wild
of
Tides
chaos.
Water Park mermaid because I
I
believe
invite
it's
you to
important
find a
to
comfortable
provide
position,
families with
be it in a
wholesome,
chair,
all-ages
on the
entertainment
floor,
at an
or
affordable
on a
price.
cushion.
But others,
Be sure to sit up
they
straight,
like the attention.
your arms resting
Not that
comfortably
I'm
on your lap.
blaming her for
Your
what
arms
happened.
facing
Gosh,
down.
no. She was a nice person.
If
She
you're
didn't
seated in
deserve
a
that.
chair,
Not
I
at all.
invite you to place
You
both
just
feet
never
firmly
think
on the
something
ground.
like that would happen in a teeny,
you're seated on the
little,
floor
teensy,
or on a
weensy
cushion,
town like
I
Mystic
encourage
Bay.
you to position yourself in such
I mean,
a way
besides that time
that
that
you
poor
feel
boy
fully
was
grounded
pushed into that
and
hydraulic
supported.
press, or that old man who
I'll give you
spontaneously
4 more
combusted in the
seconds
Publix
to
parking lot.
find the position
But other than
that's
that,
right
you
for
just
you.
never think of bad stuff happening here. It was so sad what happened to her. Of course, we all
Ready?
suspected Jared.
Let's
He was
begin.
weird. He followed her around like a
You
puppy.
can close your
a
eyes
weird
or
puppy.
just let your vision
Mirabelle's
gradually
disappearance
soften.
left a mark on the minuscule
Whichever is
town
best
of
for you.
Mystic Bay, with search missions tampered
start
by
by
downed
focusing
power
on that
lines and
bridge.
felled trees.
Now,
As days
there
turned
may be
into
other
weeks,
things
the town's
vying for your
optimism
attention.
began to
Sounds,
fade. That said,
smells,
losing hope is
traffic,
something of a custom for residents of Mystic Bay. For years,
Pets,
competing theme parks, virus
keyboards
outbreaks,
clicking,
daylight savings, and a quickly
footsteps
shifting
down the hall,
culture led
calling
to a
residents.
downturn in park
The
numbers.
drug of electric
Hey, come
devices.
on now. Wild Tides is still top quality. Some of the best damn entertainment in the state. I don't care what anyone thinks, right?
Now,
But the fact of the matter is,
around your chest and belly.
kids don't go for that anymore. Yeah, they'd rather be on their phones playing Candy Crush or Roblox Adopt-Me or Neo.Fun than at a park
Release your
with their
breath from your mouth
phones.
with an audible sign
So
for 6 counts. Ready?
people stopped coming. And then, of course, that's when they found
Very
her.
good. Now,
Or,
let's do that again.
or what was left of her.
What was left of Mirabelle was found by Jared Holt on November 15th, 2012, 3 months after she went missing.
Good. One last
That's his voice you heard in the 911 call at the top of the episode.
She has her tail.
There's always
She has no face.
the chaos.
When Chipko County police arrived at the scene, they discovered a grisly sight.
Release.
Mirabelle Diaz, lodged in the jaws of the Megalodon Megatwister, her mermaid tail curled daintily beneath her on the ancient beast's pink fiberglass top.
Let it pass.
The park's earliest attendees, a group of school children from the St. Brendan the Navigator Institute for Marine Biology, followed Jared's gaze at the park's famed mermaid staring back at them. That is, if she could have stared back. Jessalyn Garcia remembers the day vividly.
Oh, he was all cat and tonic when he first saw her. You know, like he couldn't move or blink or say a single word. Oh, poor thing. He just stood there, looking into the hole where her face had been. It was all sunk in. A pit. No offense to Mirabelle, but you know, I think it was the worst I've ever seen her look. And it was the first day since the hurricane that the park was open to the public. That's what's so sad about it. November is always a slow month. The water's cold, the sun sets early. It's peak season for the flesh-eating algae that sometimes grows on the lazy river inner tubes. But we lost so much money because of the storm that we were all just so excited for the park to open back up again. And someone had just up and shoved poor little old Mirabelle into the big old shark's mouth. How's that for taking the stick right out of your popsicle?
Now, Jessalyn had a pretty good idea of who was responsible. But first, speaking of popsicles, when's the last time you enjoyed a mouthful of fresh, home-cooked food? Between work and errands, there's never time to cook a proper meal. That's where Dinner Dash comes in. Dinner Dash is a weekly meal delivery service focused on fresh, organic ingredients with recipes chosen by real chefs. Best of all, Dinner Dash meals never expire. Using our secret technology, we have made eggs that last forever. Get 20% off your first Dinner Dash weekly meal kit with code KILLER20. Dinner Dash, meals that are eternal. Back to the case. Here's Jessalyn.
Now, the first thing you gotta understand about Mystic Bay is that it's a small town. It's real small, itty bitty. So everyone knows everyone here. I went to school with Jared and Mirabelle, worked alongside them here at the park. And Jared, well, I can say this, right, because I know him. And he's probably just about the worst mascot we've ever had. The only reason he kept his job is because no one else wanted to wear the costume. I'm not saying he wanted to wear the costume. I mean, he really wanted to wear the costume. Like, really. Like, not in a God-honoring way.
Jared Holt had